66-year-old David J. Lovow of Lake Hughes is recovering at Henry Mayo Hospital Friday after a family member discovered him Thursday evening at the bottom of a ravine about 11 miles north of Castaic on Lake Hughes Road.
We found out at that time with a statement from the party involved in the collision that he had driven off the roadway sometime on Friday the 23rd.
Lovow told emergency responders that he survived for 6 days by eating leaves and drinking creek water.
The next morning, after staying in his vehicle overnight, he extricated himself from his own car and observed an additional car adjacent to his own. It looked like it had been there for a while. That vehicle was occupied by an unknown deceased male.
The deceased victim's four-door silver Toyota Corolla was pulled out of the ravine Friday by urban search and rescue and private tow companies with the deceased victim still inside. The terrain was deemed too treacherous for coroner's officials to rappel down to the crash site. The dead man's identity, if known, has not been released, and the circumstances of his crash are under investigation.
The terrain is very steep. It's covered in dense brush and trees, very rocky terrain, and where the point where he went off the roadway is extremely steep. There is no way visually that you can see that other than from the air.
Lovow's children and in-laws had been retracing their dad's steps, scouring every nook and cranny of Lake Hughes Road from Castaic north to Lake Hughes in search of clues leading to his whereabouts after he went missing a week ago Friday. At 6 p.m. Thursday, Lovow's son Sean called out into a ravine at a hairpin turn on Lake Hughes Road, about 1.5 miles south of the Warm Springs Rehabilitation Center. Back came a faint cry for help.
Mr. Lovow's family is amazing, and I say that because they're diligent in the search for their father. The siblings at some point in time realized that their father had not reported into any of them and reported him missing, not in a specific location, but they did know that he had not returned to any of their homes or checked in. At that point, some of the siblings did some follow-up on where some of his transactions had been in the past, reported that accordingly to the local sheriff's department. At that time, they knew that he had to be from point A to point B and began their own diligent search for him through this canyon road, starting at one end and the other at the same time.
For SCV TV, I'm Leon Warden.